These are the key principles of OBE. And why do we need OBE? So it has made education more relevant, effective, and accountable. It is preparing the students for the modern workforce and the globalized world. So that is the main point. Okay, so whenever our students are going for their higher studies, or when they are going for education in European countries or American countries, now they are also focusing on this. They are also expecting what is their outcome on this particular on a particular course. So we need to shift focus from teaching to learning and ensuring the graduates possess the specific skills and knowledge the employers need. So that is the main thing here. So whatever the industry is expecting, whether our students are able to possess that knowledge and they are going out of the college with that particular knowledge is the important thing. And the last one is, so it needs to improve your student satisfaction, and we need our institutional reputation also. So the quality stands here, so that we will get more number of students, and our students also shine when they once they go out of the institution. So this is the simple part I need to touch on OBE. And then coming to the technology integration. So why technology integration? So it enhances student engagement through personalized and interactive learning. So no more only in the classroom teaching we're using a whiteboard or a chalk. Okay, so we need to engage the students. So that is the more part. So teaching is very very little. So how do we make them to engage in the class with their active interaction and participation? So that is the first point. And then it improves the teacher effectiveness by providing real time feedback and analytics. So when once I use the technology, okay, so I can improve it, I can improve my efficiency. Okay, I can immediately get a real time feedback, and I can also do my analytics on how was my teaching, whether I was able to achieve the outcomes or not, so that I can devise my teaching path also. And it prepares students for the future by developing the essential digital skills. Okay, so this is the previous one I told you. So whatever the skills expected by the industry and outside work, so that is how through integrating the technology we are going to enable the students, and we are going to train the students in those skills. And it promotes flexible learning experiences. It facilitates collaborative working. Okay, so I can give a particular job, and I can also ask the students to do a teamwork. So that is a collaboration. And it helps track students progression to ensure learning outcomes are met. So these are the key points. Why do we need technology integration in outcome based education? And how technology is going to benefit me for this OBE. So, as I already told you, it is going to provide personalized learning paths. So, personalized in the sense, okay, each student is not the same. Okay, so each student understanding power is different. Okay, and we need to devise separate plan for each of everyone. So, while integrating this technology, okay, I can understand the need of each and every student, and I can provide them a different learning path so that they also become achievable. So that is the first one. Then offering immediate feedback on student progress, so I can continuously monitor the students on each and every activity I'm going to give, so that I can fine tune them. And it creates authentic learning experience, so not a boring one. So instead of only the teacher is talking and the students are just listening, so it enhances your interaction as well as your applying the skill sets on various technology tools. So it enables collaborative learning environment. So again, collaboration comes here. I can give it as a group, peer learning, group learning, or activities like engagements can be done through this collaborative learning environments. And I can use diverse assessment methods, not only a paper and pen test. So paper test. So I can go for different assessment methods. Okay, so we have a lot of tools for conducting these assessments, and it can also be interesting for the students. And finally, it allows students to demonstrate mastery in multiple ways. So these are the benefits when we go for technology integration in OBE. And I'll just categorize the technology tools into 6 broad areas. Okay, so in what are the major areas we can apply the technology tools when it comes for your teaching learning. Not only OBE means it comprises of from your curriculum development till your feedback. Okay, so for all these process, whatever the process we make in our teaching learning, so for everything we can map it with a particular tool. So I have categorized these tools under six major areas, and the number one is so the digital tools for outcome mapping. So already we know the curriculum design. So we used to design our vision mission, and then you will be planning for your syllabus based on the curriculum. For each course, you will be setting your course outcomes, objectives, and for a department, you will be setting your PSOs. So for everything, we need this outcome mapping. So for these, we have some specific tools. So I have mentioned only some 4 to 5 tools in each category. So there are so many tools. So I have just given you only the basic or minimum of 4 to 5 tools. So what is this digital tools for outcome mapping is? So these tools help teachers plan and track the learning outcomes. So I have set the learning outcomes. So I need to monitor, I need to plan. Also, I need to track the student progress in all these learning outcomes. Yes, these tools can be helpful for the teachers. And the first one is generally called as a curriculum mapping software. And I have given 2 or 3 specific examples. Apart from this, you have a number of tools. Okay, I have just mentioned only 2 or 3 tools, Atlas and Chalk. So what these particular software will do is, so educators, that is the teachers, can organize, plan, and manage the curriculum by creating a visual map of learning objectives, activities, and assessments. So I can do all right from my curriculum planning as well as to set your day-to-day lessons and what are the activities I need to conduct and what are the assessments I need to give. Everything I can plan using this curriculum mapping software. And the next one everybody knows. So every institution will be having this learning management systems with outcome tracking is a very, very important. So most of the institutions, what I have seen is they have a LMS, but whether this outcome tracking is included in the LMS is the big challenge there. So once we have this outcome tracking also in this LMS, then it is the educator job is very easy. So we need not go and try for any old traditional methods for calculating the outcomes. So we can obviously, if I give one particular assessment, yes, immediately I can track what is the progress of the students and I can see the outcomes of the students. So these are software applications used for creating, delivering, and managing online learning programs and training courses. So this is obviously everybody will be using. So I'll just give you some more examples at the end how LMS should be designed for a particular institution. And again, for the outcome mapping, so we have some competency tracking tools. So what these tools will do is, these are software system which are used to monitor and manage the skills, knowledge, and abilities of an organization workforce. So it can be used both for the students as well as for the faculty. So how they are applying the skills and knowledge in different situations, and we can measure the abilities also. So this is applicable for both faculty as well as for the students. And then we have this visual planning tools. So again, visual planning means again we'll be using some graphics. So already for creating this mind maps and Gantt charts, so we have several tools. So for delivering, that is for a teaching process, we can use this graphical content so that it will be easy for the students to understand the concept. So it helps the users organize and track the projects, ideas, as well as your workflows. It can also be managed through your visual planning tools. And the next important thing is we have the digital rubric creators. So rubrics everybody know. So whenever I set a question paper, okay, so I need to set the rubric so that there is no bias when I am going to evaluate the particular performance of the student. So rubrics gives you a clear understanding of what is expected and what is actually written by the student, so that where he or she stands in my evaluation. So for creating these rubrics, we have different types of tools. So these tools helps educators design and grade assignments using digital rubrics. So I want to create the rubrics in these tools. So based on the rubrics, okay, so I can evaluate the assessments or test. So it provides a structured way to evaluate the student work. It offers clear explanations and consistency scoring by laying the performance criteria and the levels of achievement. So once I use this particular tool, okay, it is going to be very easy for the student, okay, for the continuous monitoring of the performance, and it also give the proper explanation, okay, so why it has been evaluated in a such a way, why the particular student has got the higher mark in a particular question, what is expected, what is not written actually by the students. So these rubric creators are very very important and very useful for the teachers. So these are the five major area for the outcome mapping, which is used by the teachers, okay, for planning their academics. And the second category is personalized learning. So as I told you, so we are always talking about personalized learning path. So how personalized learning can be achieved in technology. So these tools helps customize learning path based on the needs of the student. So one student may interested in only visual or video content or text, or some may be slow learners, some may be fast learners, okay, so to cater all needs of the students, okay, so we can think of using these tools in integrating in our teaching learning. And the first one is the adaptive learning platforms. So what is it? This general category means it uses technology and data to create the personalized learning experience. Okay. So once I give the data, it may analyze the performance of the students. Okay. So I can monitor where they are lagging and what is the solution I can give for them for the improvement. So that is the adaptive learning. It tracks the student progress, strengths, and weakness in real time and dynamically adjusts the content, pace, and teaching methods to meet their individually. So this is very, very important for a student because all students are not going to be the same. So we need to measure their strength, and it is a difficult job for a teacher. Okay, in a class we might have 50 or 60 students. Okay, to monitor each and every student's positive, their strength, their weakness, okay, so it's very very difficult. So instead of that, if we have the data and we are going to give the data to these tools, okay, so these tools might give me an insight of giving me what is the student's strength and where he is lagging, okay, so what type of content I can give to them and how can I change my teaching methodology for that particular type of students, and I can meet their needs also. And the next one is differentiated digital content. So it is a content created in a way that is unique and valuable to a specific audience. It is not general one for all the audience. Okay. So based on the need of the audience. So for a slow learner, the content may be different. And similarly for an advanced learner, okay, I can prepare a separate content. So it uses a variety of digital formats and strategies to cater to diverse needs and learning styles. And the next one is student choice boards in digital formats. So, what is the student choice board? It is an interactive menu of learning activities. It allows students to choose how they will learn or demonstrate their understanding. Okay. So, once I teach a concept, okay, so the student can use this particular tool and he can demonstrate, okay, his level of understanding. Okay, and these boards can be created using what are the tools we can use is Google. Usually we use them, we ask them to give a presentation using a PowerPoint or a Canva or Google Slides. So this is a student choice board. But here, when we go for this Google Slides, PowerPoint, and Canva, okay, so it is the usual method we are following. But we can replace these tools with some AI tools also. Okay. Next, learning path software. So we have specific systems called as learning path software. So these software guides users through a curated structured sequence of courses and modules to achieve a specific goal. It is similar to your online Moodle, so MOOCs courses like, okay. So it will be divided into, we can have a number of courses and each courses will have separate modules. We can complete a module and each module will have specific assignment or activities we need to complete them. So that is called as a learning path software. And the final thing is goal setting and reflection apps. So this is somewhat creating a smart in the sense specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time sensitive objectives, and we need to give a plan to achieve them. So we can create our plan. So this is my plan, I need to achieve this. Okay, and here comes the reflection. So what is this reflection is, so I need to review my past performance. Okay, so where I'm lagging, so that I can learn from that experience and I can plan my future goals also. So these are the five major category under personalized learning. And the third one comes your formative assessment tools. So what is this formative assessment tools? Is the technology that provides ongoing feedback aligned to your outcomes. Okay. So the first one is called as the digital exit tickets. So this, I think Mentimeter, most of you would have used. So Mentimeter is a type of quiz you will be creating, and immediately you can ask the students to join in that particular portal, and you can ask them a particular question, and you can also get a feedback from them. Okay, so a brief end of lesson activity. Okay, after the end of the lesson, suppose you want to ask them a question or you need to test their knowledge on particular thing. Yes, immediately you can post a question and you can get the feedback on that. Okay, so a brief end of lesson activity that students complete on a digital device to demonstrate their understanding and provide feedback on the lesson. So it can be used for both purposes. Once to we can understand their we can evaluate their understanding, also we can get the feedback of our teaching also. And the next one is again interactive quizzes. So already we would have used this Kahoot and quizzes. So these are digital assessments that engage users by prompting them to answer questions, provide instant feedback, and often we have a final score or result also. So suppose 40 students are joining them. Okay, who is the top scorer, and what is the most frequently answer that has been given for a particular question. Okay, so who is the top scorer in a particular what is the percentage of students those who have given the correct score. So all these detailed reports we can get through these interactive quizzes platform. And the next one is again digital polls and surveys, so online methods for collecting feedback. And we have one more system called as classroom response system. So what it does is it allows the instructors to post questions to your class and collect student responses in real time. The same thing. And then important thing is we have the digital portfolios. So what is this digital portfolios? So we can as a students to post their work or achievements and reflections, so that they can showcase their skills and and knowledge, okay, over a period of time, so that they can include their academic projects or their presentations or whatever case study they have done. All these things can be posted there, and it can be used for a variety of purposes. Suppose if they are going for higher education also, they can go for the college applications. They are going for applying internships, yes, they can do that. Or we can simply share with the educators and family also. And one best example apart from this is your LinkedIn platform, so where you can post all your whatever the courses you have done, whatever your achievements are, so that you can so by seeking an opportunity to enter into a particular industry, yes, you can post all your skills there, so that we are showcasing the talent and skill set of a particular student, and everybody knows about it. So this is your formative assessment. And the fourth one is project-based learning platforms. So what is the project-based is? So the tools that support authentic outcome-based projects. Okay. And already we know this Google Workspace and Microsoft Teams. So these are called as the collaborative workspaces. So these are modern office environment. So where we need to encourage interaction, creativity, and teamwork. So multiple students can collaborate with everyone, and they can develop a project, and it can be worked in a collaborative workspace with a shared resources also. So there is your collaborative workspaces. And then digital storytelling tools. So it's a software and application which combine traditional storytelling with multimedia elements also. Like you can add your text, audio, images, and video, and you can create your narratives there. And we have some tools which we can use for giving problems. We can create a story on a particular topic. Okay, suppose I want to make a question. So instead of asking the same question, I explain or discuss or describe, again, following your Bloom's taxonomy, yes, you can go for any level K1 to K6. Okay. So apart from that, if you want to make your question an interesting one, okay, you can create a story about a particular topic and you can post it to the students. And we have some tools for that also. So storytelling boards we have. Okay, and I'll show you in the demo also. So for one particular AI tool we have for this storytelling creation. And then we have this visual field trips and simulations. So already you know about the simulation softwares. Okay, suppose in the real-time environment, it is very costly for us, okay, to procure those particular things. Yes, we can go for the simulation type of software and a virtual field trips. So that is a remote login or remote exploration of a particular location. And multimedia creation, everybody know, so combining multiple forms of the media, text, graphics, audio, video, animation into a single cohesive project. And the final thing is problem solving platforms. So it may be a digital or a web based tools which helps individuals and teams. They can structure, the collaborate and solve the challenges which is given to them. So it proves, suppose a case study is given, so we can use some particular tools, okay, so that we can collaborate as a team and we can solve these challenges as a step by step process. And the fifth type of tool is the competency demonstration tool, which allows students to show the mastery of their outcome. So, what they have gained, the skills, they can show it to the world. So, using these competency demonstration tools, so each students they can create a e-portfolio platform. So, e-portfolio is a space for creating, organizing, and sharing a collection of your work, achievements, and skills over time. So everybody has a blog also. So that is one way of giving everything. And your e-portfolio as well as your student websites and blogs, everything is called as a competency demonstration tool. So these platforms allows individuals to showcase their accomplishments, academic work, again projects, samples, through all your graphic types of components. And the next thing is student websites and blogs. So already you know how you create a blog, a teacher or a student, so you can post whatever you are interested, okay, whatever the topic you are interested, and you can also measure how many of them are viewing your blog and taking the input from them. So in one particular contest, so we have whether it is a mandate question, whether a teacher or a student is having their own personal blog or not. Okay, so you can create your own personal blog. And we have this digital badge systems for the students for demonstrating their competency. So badges are issued, they are managed and sharing verified digital credentials. These are called as the digital credentials. And in some of the platforms, you have once they solve a particular problem, they will be given a badge to go to the next level. So whether if they are completed the next two levels, yes, you will be getting a badge for your achievement. And you can mention these badges in your a LinkedIn profile also. So these are called as the digital badge systems. In some cases, it may help you in your recruitment process also for the students. Okay. So the badges are often used to showcase the accomplishment in professional development as well as in education. It can be displayed on resumes, portfolios, and social media profiles also. To increase your visibility and it provides employers with a concrete proof, okay, for a person abilities. So for example, Gig for Geeks, and some other for coding also, many platforms are providing these digital badge systems so that the students can perform and they can achieve and they can earn the badge, and these badges can be linked to your LinkedIn profile also, so that the recruiter can actually see what is the actual ability of the particular student. And finally, we have the video creation tools. So it facilitates the assessment, development, and tracking of skills through the visual content. And the final one is the data-driven decision making. So these are the technology that helps track progress towards outcomes. So what is my progress? What is the student progress towards those particular outcomes can be measured using these data-driven tools. So we have the broad. So we don't have any particular example for this. So we have only the major classification of what is meant by a data-driven decision-making tools. So learning analytics dashboards. So we can use some charts and graphs to help the students and instructors and administrators to monitor the progress. And we can also identify at-risk students. So what are the students where I need to concentrate on more, and I can also understand the behavior patterns also. And the next one is student information system. Yes, obviously, all the educational institutions will be having your student information system. So right from admission to their feedback system. So once they leave the college, so everything is captured in your student information system. Okay, so that is SIS. And the next one is digital grade books with standards alignment. So this tool for teachers, we can record, track, and analyze the student performance based on the standards and objectives rather than traditional assignment grades. So instead of that, I can use these tools to analyze their performance. So if this is particularly incorporated in your ERP itself, in your LMS itself, then it is the easy task for a teacher to do all these assessment. And we have this general category as progress monitoring software. So we can set a milestone, and also whatever the resources provide to me, I can manage those resources, and I can whether ensure whether those deadlines are met, and I can identify the potential issues by yearly. Okay, so not at a late time, I can identify these issues at a early time also. So I can usually use this platform to set, visualize, and analyze the progress against the objective. So I have a set of objectives, whether I have met it or not. So by using this, I can use a progress monitoring software. And the final one is visualization tools for student achievement data. Again, you can use some charts, dashboards, and interactive visuals to help the educators analyze their performance, progress, and identify the areas of support. So these are the six major categories where all your technology tools can be fit on. Okay, some may be repeating. Some tools may be used for data driven decision making as well as in category 5. Okay, so not only a specific tool may satisfy only one requirement. If you take a tool, it may fulfill the requirements of 2 to 3 jobs. And then the important thing is next we have a model which is called as whenever we go for this technology integration in education, we have a specific model called as summer. Okay, so what is this model is? This is a framework which is created by Dr. Rupan Piondera. She is a founder of president of Hipparchus. It is actually a software company, and which is more interested on designing educational solutions, and they focus only on educational institutions, and they categorize these levels of technology, how this technology can be used in education. So what is the level I can use this education is? So they have defined it as 4 levels of technology integration: substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. So that is called as your summer, SAMR. And what is the objective of this model is it helps teachers evaluate how technology is used in the classroom. Okay. See, whenever I use a technology in a classroom, I need to evaluate. Okay, so why do I need this technology? How I am going to use this technology? What is the benefit I am going to achieve this technology? Whether what is the previous method I was following, whether it can, okay, whether the technology can be an alternate for that particular previous method. So we need to analyze, and then only we can use a particular tool for this. So this particular model, okay, gives you an oversight of what are the things you need to take into consideration whenever you go for a technology integration in education. So the definition simply states this: moving from simply replacing the traditional tools to transform learning into a new task. And the last point is very, very important, that were previously impossible without technology. Okay, so I have some tasks in teaching which were not, okay, I couldn't achieve without the use of technology. So I need to identify those areas, and I need to apply this particular model by using your technology. And what are the levels I have is, so as I told you, it has 4 components, that is level 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is a framework for effective technology integration. So is the first level is it is your substitution, that is yes. So your technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional change. So yes, I'm going to integrate my technology, but I have a basic functional in my education. It should not change that particular aspect of my education. Okay, so that is called as a substitution. So technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional change. It should not change, okay, anything that is fundamental in my education. So that is the first point we need to consider whenever we go for the technology integration. For example, suppose a student typing an essay on a word processor instead of writing it by hand. Okay, so instead of getting your assignments in a paper pen mode, yes, I can go for some digital assignments also. Yes, that is your substitution. And the next one is augmentation. So what is this augmentation is, the technology acts as a direct substitute with functional improvement. Okay, so it should not change the basic function, but if it going to improve anything in my basic function, yes, I can go for this augmentation. So what is this augmentation? Again, you are using, a student is using a word processor, okay, but instead he is also using adding hyperlinks and images to their essay. So instead of using only text, we are enhancing that, we are augmenting it with some other elements also. Okay, so that is called as your augmentation. And the third, level 3 and level 4 is a modification and redefinition. So what is this modification is, technology allows for significant task redesign. Okay. So what I need to redesign here is, suppose students collaborating on the same document in real time with a shared platform and a teacher providing feedback using comments. See, previously it is not possible. So if I give a group project, all the students need to work individually and then they need to combine and discuss on the progress. But now if I'm using my technology, whether all the students and the teacher can collaborate on a real time, they can collaborate in real time in a single platform with a shared platform. So everybody can contribute their own part, and immediately a teacher can also provide the feedback, means then it is called as a modification. So it is going to allow me for significant task redesign for me. And the last one is a redefinition. So what is this redefinition is, technology allows for creation of previously inconceivable tasks. Okay, so previously it is not at all achievable, but now while introducing this technology, yes, it is achievable, means yes, I can do that. So for example, students collaborating with peers in another country. Okay, so previously we were talking only about peers only within a class or a college, but now it is possible for students, okay, from different countries, they can collaborate and they can create a project, and they can also show it an online exhibition also. Okay, so that is called as a redefinition. So previously it was not achievable, but now using the technology it has been achievable. So whenever an educational institution or any organization, if you're going to integrate technology in education, then it is very very important, okay, to have an idea of this particular four levels of summer model. So first one is substitution. You know, you will not change anything that is basic in your functional, that is your in education, the functional basic things you cannot change anything. Okay, and augmentation is, suppose if you can bring some improvement to the functional, yes, it is accepted. And the third one is modification. It allows for significant task redesign. And the last one is redefinition. Previously it was not achievable, now using this technology it is achievable. So this is the summer model for integrating technology in education. And some foreign universities, they are taking this particular model, okay, as a standard before going for any technology integration in their teaching learning or in their particular process curriculum design or anything. So they are keeping this particular model as a framework for them. And we can take two case studies based on this technology integration. So one is called as a flipped classroom in OBE. So this can be taken as a case study. So everybody knows what is meant by a flipped classroom. So previously what we do is, we teach in the class and we assign homework to the students. So the students will do their activity in home, and in the class they will be only listening to the content. But flipped is actually the reverse thing. Okay, so the students will learn individually at their home, and when coming to the class they will be doing only the activities and assessments. Okay, so that is called as a flipped classroom, and it is a classic example of your outcome based education. So your flipped classroom model supports the OBE. How your flipped classroom model is supporting OBE is, the first one is provides content delivery through videos and digital resources before classes. Okay, so with before coming to the class, the student should be given the content. So it can be a video or a digital, whatever. It should be a digital content. So that digital content should be enabled, and the student must have resources for accessing those resources also. And after coming to the class, so the class time will be utilized only for application, analysis, and creation. So no more teaching in the classroom. So we will be using the class time only for the application, and we need to analyze where we can apply that particular, or we need to test the knowledge of the students or through some activities or anything. And we will be allowing the students to progress at their own pace. So when we follow this flipped classroom, the students, we can monitor the student progress at their own paces. They can, each and every students can take their own time, and they can develop their potential skills on that particular area. And we are creating more time for personalized teacher support. Okay, so when we go for this flipped classroom, and the final thing is enabling mastery learning through repeated practice and revision. So these are the benefits if we go for the flipped classroom in outcome based education. And I have one more case study for this flipped classroom, sorry, for this digital integration. Digital portfolios in OBE. So digital portfolio support outcomes demonstration. So how, suppose if I am using a digital portfolio, so how it is going to support your outcome demonstration is, so you are documenting your student growth over time. So we have a digital document where we can monitor the student growth over the time. So showcasing different types of evidence for each outcome. Okay, so this is my desired outcome. So what is the proof I have for that, and what are the different types of evidence I have for giving as a subjective evidence for my particular outcome. And it allows for reflection on learning process. Reflection is, again, so you are reviewing your process, so whether the particular outcome is achieved or not. So what is the lagging thing, and where I need to redefine my process. Okay, so where is, what is my strength and where is my weakness, so where I need to improve, or any other different learning path to be given. So it allows some reflection on the learning process, and it connecting learning across different subjects and process. So whenever I go for this digital portfolio, so I can go for across different subjects also. And finally, it provides some authentic assessment opportunities also. So as I already told you, so these are some of the case studies. If you take flipped classroom and digital portfolios, okay, in your outcome based education, so these two particular things supports your outcome demonstration by these points. And I have some specific sample tools. So I have a number of tools, and these are the major tools what I have, somewhat I have used. I have not fully used all these tools, okay, but somewhat I have used these tools for some specific purpose. But when you take these tools, most of them are licensed, and we need to pay the subscription. But you can have a free trial also. So you can just explore these tools, and whichever is beneficial for you in whatever task you are doing, then you can just utilize them. And all these tools, to use all these tools, you need a Google account. So you can use any of your Google account. But I think there is a restriction when we go for this free trial, because whatever I create in that particular tool, okay, I cannot be able to download, or in some tool there is a limitation where I can download only for 3 or 4 times or 5 times like that. So these are the very tools what I have used. See, you have a number of tools, but these are some of the tools what I have tried, and what my colleagues have tried and they have suggested to me. And these tools, the first tool, Magic School, these are all AI tools. Okay, so Magic School AI. So what is the primary use of this tool is it generates ready to use teaching materials like quizzes, lessons, lesson plans, rubrics. So I have given only the outline, but when you go to the tool, you'll be having n number of activities there. You can use anything. Okay, it will be very useful for particularly the teachers. And this is called as the Magic School AI. And next we have this QReport. QReport, where I have used is so it's an interactive. So suppose I want to create, I have a particular topic, I need to create a presentation. Yes, I can immediately give the topic, and it will create me a presentation. And in between the presentation, if I need to create any activity for the student also, yes, I can do that. So it is a very interactive platform. So suppose if we have used Kahoot or quizzes, it is similar to that. But Kahoot or quizzes will be doing only quiz, multiple choice question. But here it is a online presentation. During the presentation, if you're going for any type of polls or some activity, or you're posting a particular question, it will create a question on its own also. Okay, so you can go for that QReport. And then we have this Canva Magic, right? Already Canva is everything, everybody is familiar. It is used to design your posters or presentations or booklet or newsletters or something. For designing, we use Canva. So we have one more thing is Canva Magic, right? So it instantly drafts your content. So whatever topic I am going to give, it will be creating a particular content. You can insert your images, as well as if you give, you can also create videos for that particular content, and you can use it that content. And one more important thing is whatever content I have created, I can publish it as a website also. So it will automatically create it as a website, and I can post these contents. So copying that link, I can share with my students for them to verify this content, to learn this content. And then we have this Educate AI. Moreover, Magic School AI and Educate AI, or similarly, they have a number of tools inside this, but each have a different unique task there. So Educate AI provides AI-powered question generation and differentiated practice activities also. So this is very large, very what to say is it has a different task in these particular tools, but we need to have more patience, and we need to spend time, okay, in analyzing all these tools, and actually identify what is the actual necessity for us and how we can efficiently use these particular tools. And we have this Canmigo. It is an academy. It acts as a personalized AI tutor and teaching assistant on Khan Academy. We have a Khan Academy there, and they have developed this particular AI tool. And the last one is a Diffit. So I just use this particular tool because if I give a particular topic, then automatically it will create the content, as well as if I want to create multiple choice questions, think, pair, share. So whatever I need, okay, so everything will be given by this Diffit also. So we'll just see these tools on an overall view. I cannot go in depth for each and every tool. Okay, so I can just show you what are the major task you can do using these particular tools. Okay, and whichever is suitable to you, you can start using that. And for using all these tools, you need a Google account. And my suggestion is, don't use your personal account or your college account. You just create a dummy account, a dummy Google account, and then you can start using these particular tools. So let me just go for the first tool, which is called as your Magic School. So let me just go there. Just give me a time. So already I have logged in. So this is called as your Magic tool. So here what you see is, so whenever you go for this, when you click on the link, you will be directed there. You just go for sign in for free. So once you click on sign in for free, it automatically asks you sign in with the Google. You can just log in with your Google account. But once you log in with your free account, okay, so many things are restricted here. So I cannot access this Magic School labs and all. I cannot access. So only the basic thing I can do for that. And I have not used more than 3 days also. So I am not sure whether I can use how many days it is for free also. So you can just explore that. Okay. Okay, fine. So my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is the Magic School tool. So once you come here, so you have a broader categories here. So you have this academic content, professional for communication, for creating instruction materials. You have some tools and for communication. Okay, for rubric generator, yes, you have. Okay, and for YouTube video question, this is an interesting part where I have used this particular tool. And you can have this categories here. So here you have the categories as instruction materials, planning, student support, feedback. So whatever I have told you, the major categories on the digital tools, is you have these categories here. Okay, so whenever you see this, some you can use some of the tools here. And the first one is, okay, tool recommendations. Okay, and then image. Suppose if you want to generate any image, yes, you can do that. Worksheet if you want to generate. And the first thing I have used, this is lesson plan creation. So what is this lesson plan creation is? See, it generates a lesson plan on a standard topic or objective. Suppose if you want to use a lesson plan. So when you go for this particular lesson plan, so for everything you have a prompt. Whenever you have a AI tool, you need to use a prompt. So when you use a prompt here, automatically it will be asking you the grade. So for which particular grade you are going to create this lesson plan. So whatever is applicable to you, okay, so you can just give it here. I'm just giving it as a university. And so here you need to give what is your objective. Okay, so what is the topic or standard or objective? Suppose since I'm a computer science staff, I'll be giving some of my content. So I'm just giving a topic as types of, okay, computer network. This is my topic. So I need to plan a lesson plan for this. Suppose, see, if you have anything, if you have a particular entire syllabus as a file, yes, you can also add it as a particular file. You can upload it here. And then additional criteria. So if you need anything to be specific, okay, then you can also specify your additional criteria, or else you can just omit this additional criteria. And the next important part is, see, whenever we go for the foreign universities, okay, they are following some standards for this um, standards. So what are these standards? I told you one of the framework is summer. Okay, but we have many additional standards. Okay, and they are following these are the standards, but that is not applicable to us. We are not even aware of those particular standards also. So once you give the topic and what is your grade level, okay, you can just click on the generator. So now you can see, please give a time for that. Okay. So these are the this is my content. It has prepared my lesson plan for this. So understanding the types of computer networks. I just gave the title as types of computer. So what is my objective? So what are the assessments? Okay. Students will complete a comparative analysis assignment where they categorize and describe various types of networks. So we have three types of networks: LAN, WAN, and MAN, and we need to assess that. And what are the key points I have? Okay, I need to give, and what is my opening remarks I need to give, and what is my introduction, and what is the practice I need to. So what are the practice I can follow? See here, it is given me divide students into small group to discuss characteristics of given network type. So it will be giving you a lot of suggestions. And then for closing, what I need to do, so you need to connect a quick quiz with a few questions about the key points discussed in the class. Otherwise, so what is the extension activity I can give for this? So for student who finish yearly, provide a research task on emerging network technology. So apart from this LAN, WAN, and MAN, what are the current technologies we have? So that can be given as an additional activity. And what is the homework I need to give? Okay, so I have not given any standard, so it is omitting that. So this is my lesson content. See, somewhat if you want again to communicate. See, it is giving me some suggestions also here. So what are some real world examples of LAN WAN? How does network architecture influence performance? So any topic you give, okay, and you can generate your lesson plan here. So again, you can go for your tools and you can have all these things. And the next one is, again, already I told you, the see all these multiple choice quiz assessment. Yes, you can also create anything you want. So you can just go for this multiple choice, again the same thing. So what is the level and what is the number of questions you need? Okay, so you can just give. Okay, and again, topic, standard, or text or description of the assessment. You want to give some specific points also. Yes, you can give. So just I am going to give. Okay, okay, topologies of network. So I'm just giving it as network topologies. Okay. So again, I'm standard, I'm omitting, I'm generate. Okay, so it is going to create me 5 MCQ type questions. Okay, and at the bottom it will be giving me your answer key also. So what is the answer key for this? So this you can use for, see, if you have all your units, suppose you have your entire unit, okay, and it consists of some 30 to 40 pages, and you need to prepare MCQ questions for that. Means yes, automatically you need not type here. As I already told you, you can just, okay, you can upload a file. Either it may be a PDF. Okay, so you can directly upload the file, and you can set how many questions you need. Automatically it will be generating, okay, the number of questions what you have given, and it also gives you a solution also. And one more thing is, suppose for downloading these things. So in some tools we have a limitation because we are using a free account. Okay, so we cannot just download whatever things we needed. So one thing is, I can copy this message and I can paste it in my Google Docs or a Word document. Okay, or I can export also, export to the Google Docs, and I can print. But when you click on some of the links, it will be asking you to upgrade to the next level. That is, you need to go for the subscription. Okay, so that is what this multiple choice of this assessment. And the next important thing I have explored is the rubric generator. So what is this rubric generator is? So already I told you, whenever I set questions, I need to give with the evaluative pattern so that the students can clearly understand what is expected and what was written in the paper, how it was evaluated. So again, so here what you need to specify is the point scale. So how many categories of point scale you want? So some may sometimes we go for 4 or sometimes 5. So generally 4 is a sufficient one, I think. Okay, so here, and what is his objective is, okay, to set, okay, set. Okay, you can just give your topics here. Types of data. Okay, so I'm going to give the same. Okay. So again, if you want anything customization for your rubric also, yes, you can give, or you can give it for your in your file also. So suppose you're going to give, okay. So here, if you can see, so it is going to take your criteria. So I gave it as a 4. Okay, 4 scale I gave. So it is going to give me the rubrics as needs improvement, satisfactory, good, and then excellent. And what are the points that I've taken? What is the topic I gave is network types. So I need to assess them on understanding of the network types, and then clarity and organization. What is the third one? It has taken as use of technical terminology, and then examples and application. So if you increase the number of okay criteria, actually it is going to again redefine your rubrics based on the number of criteria what you're going to give. So this will be very useful for us when we are going to set a particular question paper, and we need to provide the rubrics so that the students can clearly understand and they can also get an idea of what is expected. Okay, so this is an important, interesting thing. And the next one is, yeah, YouTube. Just a minute. See, you can also go for this unit plan generator. Okay, so generate a unit plan based on any topic and academic standards. Suppose you have a particular unit, you need to plan your sessions according to that. You can just upload your syllabus, okay, or you can just upload only your first unit topics, and it will give you the breakup of what you need to cover, what are the things you need to cover, okay, and what is the content for that. Everything to be covered will be given to you as a unit plan. Okay, and so, 1 minute. Math story word problems. Okay, this is an interesting one. So you have again same. So minimum question is 3. So you have given it as a volume of a cone. So let me create for my topic itself. I'm going to give it as types of computer networks. Okay. So again, story content. The story topic is okay, so here let me give it as the broader topic, networks. Okay, so networks, again, there is a confusion. It may go for other types of networks also. So here, computer networks, I'm giving it as types of computer networks. So let me generate the question. So you see here, it has created me 3 questions, okay, problem solving questions. So it is not just a theoretical questions, okay. So for mathematic faculty, it will be very useful if you are going for this math story word problems, okay. So it will give you it will devise your problem as a story. And suppose, okay, it has given me only the problem, okay. Suppose I need the solution for the above problems. Yes, I can just type it as give me solution for. So it is only depend on the faculty, okay, how effectively you are using the prompt. You have to be very specific. So whatever you are giving, so based on the understanding, it is going to answer you. So if you are more and more specific, you will get a definite answer from the AI. Give me the solution for. It holds all your history, so you need not repeat the problem. You can just give me the solution for the above problems. Yeah. So it is also giving me the problems. And one more important thing is again coming to the language teachers. Okay, so I don't know whether your institution is teaching language or not. But arts and science colleges, they might be using different languages, for example, Tamil or French or something. Okay, now what happens whether they cannot use these tools? No, not at all a problem. You just create whatever the content you want. Okay, for example, yes, I have the above content. Okay, so now let me ask the AI. Okay, translate the above in Tamil. So you need not worry about. See, I have tried Tamil and then French. Okay, so similarly, if there are any Hindi or other language teachers, you can also just try this. You need not worry about. Okay, so since everything is in English, so only I can type in English. So whatever content you want, you just type it in. Okay, in English, and just you can ask it to translate it for you. So automatically, everything will be translated for you. And one more thing is you have this output history in this particular tool. So whatever content I have given, okay. So if you go to your output history, so you can just see whatever things I have generated. So I have used a presentation generator, okay, rubric generator, YouTube video questions, everything. Okay, so that you can watch it everything. And again, I'm not sure. Suppose if I go for, I can only edit the title or delete. So suppose if I want to download, okay, so in some tools you will be have to pay the subscription for that. And coming to one important task in this tool, so let me come here, feature tools. So, YouTube question generator. You have n number of tools here. Okay. So suppose if you couldn't find anything, sorry, okay, here also it is. So let me go there directly. So what is this YouTube video question is, see, suppose, okay, I am using a video for the students. So based on the content of the video, okay, I need to design some questions. Okay, so for that I need to listen the entire video, okay, and I need to prepare a set of questions based on that video. So instead of that, what we can do is we can use this particular YouTube video questions, this tool, and we can go here. And what is your, again, university, and what is the questions you want, free response, true or false, or whatever it is. So I can give in multiple choice question. And what is the number of questions you need? So the minimum is 3, so maximum you can go for up to 10 questions. Okay, so let me give 3. And what you need to do here is you need to paste a transcript of the particular YouTube video. Okay, it is not going to listen to the video and it is taking the questions. So instead of that, what I need is I need to paste the transcript of the video here. So how do I do that is, suppose if this is my video, okay, this is my YouTube video here. So how do you take the transcript is, suppose if you come down, okay, so you have an option called as show transcript. So actually I have shown, it has come here for me. Okay, so you'll be having an option called as, so when you drag down, you will be have, see, so transcript, and you will be having an option called as show transcript. So if you click on this button, automatically in the right side, you will be having your transcript. See, if it is a 20 minutes video, you have a lengthy transcript. So whatever content you want, you just copy the transcript. So I'm just copying this, Control C, and again coming to your this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just Control V, paste it here. Okay, so from 0 to 2 minutes I have pasted this. And now what I'm going to do is, okay, so I'm going to give generate. Sorry. Okay, so actually the language setting was something there. So based on that video content, okay, so it has generated me 3 questions, but I have posted the transcript only from 0 to 2 minutes. So based on that, it has given me the comprehension questions for me. Okay, so what is the fundamental characteristic? And one important thing is, again, you will be getting the answer key, and you will also get, okay, actually at what time of the video, that is 0 is to 34 means, so in 34th second, okay, this particular thing was discussed in the video. Okay, so again in 1 minute 01 second, the particular second question was discussed. So this will be very useful when we are using for a video content. We have given it to the students, okay, as a flipped classroom. We have asked the students to listen to the video in their home, and after listening the video, the next day they come, okay, we can just generate these type of questions and we can connect it as an activity for them. And the next thing is, mm, see, presentation generator is, these are all the same things, and text translator, whatever text you're giving, and this is like Google Translator only. Yes, you can go for that. And the thing is, suppose if you are giving this one now, okay, if you want to give a letter of recommendation, LOR for a student, many of the universities you will be giving LOR for your students, letter of recommendation for their pursuing higher studies. Yes, you have a tool for that. Yes, you can use that here. And how to respond your email as well as okay, communication. For that also you have these particular tool, email responder and then email family. And the other things you have is, and you have this 5E model lesson plan also. I think most of you are aware that we have this 5E lesson plan: engage, explore, explain, elaborate, and evaluate. So if you have any interest on that, yes, you can go for that. So I think most of the things we have covered in this. And if you are interested in any other things, yes, you can explore here. It has a very large number of tools, the same thing. Okay. Yes, and this one is syllabus generator. Suppose you need to create a syllabus. You are planning your curriculum and you are going to design your syllabus of the particular thing. Yes, you can create your syllabus also here. So suppose if you are giving your, okay, computer science. So what is your course? So my course is computer networks. Okay. So what is your objective? Okay. To make the to the result comma. Okay. To make the students understand the fundamentals. So computer network. So if you have any required materials also, yes. If you have any grading policy, okay, or class policies, what is the course outline, what is covered, okay. So additional customization, anything you can give. So you can just generate. So it gives you the entire syllabus. So if you are not giving any policy, it is going to take its own. And also it gives you the rubrics also. Same. Okay. So here, if you see, it gives you a description, gives you the objective. So what are the required materials? Okay. And what is the grading policy you need to go for this? And what is the policies and expectations? Suppose if these we will be using in your curriculum. So if you're going to give those rules here, yes, it is going to frame you the. So this is the schedule for me. So what are the topics I'm going to over the academic year? So what are the topics I need to go for this? So I have just given us computer networks. So types of computer networks, it has given for me. So you can also see, we cannot completely rely on this tool to create the entire syllabus for your course. Okay. So at least we can have a rough idea of, okay, what is essential and what are the major areas I need to concentrate whenever I'm going to, okay, design a syllabus for my particular curriculum. So I think these are the most important things we have in Magic School AI. So the best part in Magic School AI is what I have felt is number one is YouTube content creation, video creation, and then the syllabus creation, and you can have your course plan in this particular tool. So we'll just move on to the next tool. So I'll just close this. So let me log out from this. Okay, so this will be the student. So when you're going to log in, you just go it as a an educator. So you can just go and use this. And the next one is what we have is a query pod. The next AI tool, what we have is your query pod. Query pod is generally used for creating immediate presentations. So you can go for presentations and any activity you want to give. Yes, you can use your query pod as your tool. Just a minute, it is loading. Okay. So what you need to do here is, suppose you once you log in again using your Google sign in, you just go enter the page. Again, it is a free sign up. So once you have your this home page, okay, so you will be having this screen, and what you need to do is you just go for this home, and you will see this particular page, okay. And here, what you need to do is you need to go for new from blank. Suppose you want to create a presentation. Okay, so now here it asks you what are the things I need to do. Okay, fine. So I'm just asking it create a presentation. You can also specify the number of slides also. Okay, so let me put it as create a presentation with 5 slides. Okay, okay. Let me give it a different teaching learning methods. So just suppose I'm putting it like this. So please give some time. So until here, you can see this is still generating. So be patient. See, suppose if you feel that is enough for you and you need to stop the creation, see, 5 is the minimum number I have given. Okay, but based on the topic what I have given, it is going to create for me. Suppose if you want to stop also, yes, you can press the stop button here. Okay, but it is still generating for me. Okay, so it has stopped. Okay, fine. So these are the slides it has created for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And so once this topic is created, okay, so what we can do is so we can just share it with your students, okay, in your classroom itself. So once the PowerPoint is generated, you can just go for the start lesson. Okay, so just a minute, I'll just go to the simulator. So what happens is it will work similar to your I think quizzes or Kahoot. Okay, so you can just go for the simulator. So now what happens is you'll be having two screens. One is the student screen and the other one is and you will be having a QR code. So you just enter the PIN. So here you will be sharing this lesson and suppose your student, okay, so it's going to join here. So they will be joining this using the code. Okay, so you are in. Now you can start your lessons. So if you start your lesson, then the same thing will be okay shared with your student also. And the important thing is here what we have is we have some activities for the student also. Okay, so before posting this, suppose if I want to immediately get a feedback, or I want to get a poll for a particular question, yes, I can do that. So you can go to settings and you can go for activity. So what are the activities I have is I have a poll or a word cloud or an open question or a AI feedback. Okay, so what is this AI feedback? So I'm going to give this. Okay. So what is the topic we have taken is okay, teaching and learning. Your question is mm, what is an effective teaching means? Okay. So I can just add an activity. So once I add an activity, I can also set the time for this activity. Okay, so what is the minimum time I need to wait for this? Okay, and I can just click on the start activity. So once I click this, automatically what happens is it is posted to the student and the students can answer. So AI feedback means I will be answering, AI will be giving me the suggestion whether it is correct or how I need to fine tune my answer for this particular question. Okay, so let me just reduce the time still. Okay, 50 seconds and 20. So you see here, once I said that, automatically it comes here. Okay, what does an effective teaching means? Okay, so I'm just giving it as just understanding the concept. Okay, so I'm submitting it. Okay, so here this time is running for me. So I can end this activity. So immediately if I want, I can end this activity. Okay, and one answer. Okay, and give feedback. So this is my answer. Okay, but what AI is suggesting is a good start. Understanding the concept is crucial for effective teaching. It also important to use various methods to engage students like interactive activities and visual aids. Keep exploring different teaching strategies. So it is giving me a suggestion for me also. Okay, so in a similar way, you can go for your students. In between, you can give a particular question. You can based on the slide, and you can go for that. So automatically, when I move to the next slide, your students will be viewing the same. And similarly, the other type of activity, if you want to give anything, okay, apart from AI feedback, suppose you want the student to draw something and show you. Okay, yes, you can also go for the drawing. Okay, and poll already, I think anybody knows. Open question also, you know. Okay, word cloud is so major number of words whoever is going to give for me, so that will be given things. Okay, so here also you can give your drawing. Okay, so what I can give is okay, class. Okay, let me just give it as an online teaching. Online teaching. Okay, So you can add the activity and you can give me the time. Okay. So your student needs to draw an image for anything called as online activity. So you will be getting the editing tools here. So they can just okay, draw a computer or whatever it is. Okay, so these are all fun-filled activities. Okay, so how far it will be useful for a university level student, I don't know. So whatever it is. Okay, so if you want to engage them in time, some type of gamification, yes, you can go for that. Okay, so you can end the activity. So how many drawings I have received? I have received okay, one drawing. And suppose if I want to get vote for that, okay, yes, I can go for this. And I can also do that. Most relevant, okay. And I can just view whoever the students they have given their particular okay, drawings. I can view all of them and I can vote for that also. Okay, so now you can just vote for them. Okay, and okay, since I am the only user, I couldn't vote it. Okay, I can just stop if I want to stop it. Yes, I can do that. End the voting. Okay. So for how many drawings, how many of them have got the votes? Based on that, it will be giving me the first place or second place or third place. Okay. So this is how you'll be using this particular tool. So it is very, very effective when you go for this online teaching. So you create the slide instantly and you're going to give some immediate activity to the students. Means yes, it is a very useful tool, which is your Q report. Again, if you use this particular tool, if you want to download your slides, so again, there is a additional cost we need to pay. We can download it as a PDF or something. But for downloading this as a PDF, in some of the tools, you have a limitation. So you can download only 3 or 4 times, or you can download it as a PDF, or you can only share it with you, okay, in Google Docs or something. Yeah. So hope this particular tool is quite a bit interesting for everyone. So let me close this. It is taking too much of time. And the third tool is Educate AI. Okay, so let me just put it here because I think. Okay, so again, you can go for get started for free. So what is the account you're going to use? Continue with the Google. See, for using all these resources, what you can do is you can create a dummy account. Okay. See, actually here now I cannot use this because for the demo purpose I was using all these things. So it is now asking me to go for upgrade to Pro. Okay, so my limit is over because I have done a number of activities. So let me move on to some other account. Okay, so this is similar to your Magic School AI only. So here we have the same things. So whatever we see there, okay. So here also we have the same things here, but quite a bit of differentiations. Okay, and here also you have these. Okay, planning. So we have different categories. So planning, presenting, practice, group activities, and the questions we have. So again, in planning, we have this. The main thing is five is lesson plan. Okay, and you can go for this assessment measures. So evaluate student levels of attending in pursuing mastery of the course content. So these two are the main things I used here, and then I think the rest of the things. Okay, so unit plan again, you can design a structured unit plan using this particular tool, and the other thing is okay. So practice. Okay. So here we have a lot of practice sessions. So you can create a worksheet, okay, and keyword assignment, a lot of things. Research project you need to give, yes, you can give that, okay, and you have a lot. And essay, if you want to give it as an see here, interesting thing is you can create an assignment with intentional errors for students to identify and correct, reinforcing critical thinking. So such types of practices, lessons are available for them. And the next one is questions. So in the questions, you will be having a lot of choices here. Okay. So deep questions, you can create deep questions, or you need to create only the fill in the blank questions. Multiple choice questions again you have. So this is multiple choice. Okay. This is multi-part questions. And multi-select, you need to go for any real world examples or true or false questions. Everything you can go for that. And so let me just okay. So let me go to this word problems. Okay. So again, I'm going to give it as okay, types of networks. See. So I already told you about the storytelling, but this particular tool, when you go for this word problem, it will give you a detailed story, and it is quite interesting. Okay, it will give you an entire essay as a story. I just give it as a type of networks as my question. But see, what a lengthy question it is. It will create this particular question as a story, so that it will give you a scenario, okay, with some numbers and everything, and it will give you the question, okay, and you need to answer these following. It is like a comprehension it will be giving you, and calculate the total number of devices supported by phone networks. So this is the question it has created. And again, as I told you, if you type, you need to provide the solution for this. Yes, you ask the solution for this, okay, it will immediately give you a solution. And whatever translation you need, yes, it will give you the translation and everything. And what are the other things you have is you have this group activities. Okay, so group activities here you will be having. So I think most of the things, okay, you have this jigsaw activity. Okay, so again, you just give it. So it will just guide you how you can give this activity. So how you can divide your students into groups, and what are the things you need to assign for them, or what are the materials you are going to require for each and every group, okay, and what is the things and what they need to discuss, and how we are going to assess and apply them, okay. So this is how this particular group activities can be performed in our educator. This is similar to the magic school only, but a lot of activities and group activities here for you. Okay, fine. So I think I have covered everything. Presenting. Presenting also worked examples, notes. See, if you have a particular thing, you need to summarize everything. Okay, you have summarizer. Okay, and the slides outline. You can have an outline of the particular content, everything. Okay, and notes outline, everything. So you can just try this. So I think this is most probably which is similar to your magic school AI. But the interesting part, what I have seen in this is this math storytelling. Okay, it create a detailed problem when compared to your magic school AI. So let me log out from this. And the next one is this Khan Academy. So again, it is also going for all your basic tools, everything, multiple choice questions, everything here. So we have all these, whatever we have seen in Magic School and Educate. Okay, so we have the same things here. And the important thing, whatever is, okay. So the same things we have, rubric generator, everything. So whichever is useful for you, yes, you can use that. Okay, let me go to the last tool. So Diffit. So Diffit is very interesting for me because so only you want to create questions of different type of choices. Yes, you can. You need to create a content as well as the questions for that. Yes, you can go for this particular app called as Diffit AI. Okay, DIFFIT. What you have is, suppose, so this is the page. So whatever content you're going to give, yes, you can give. And what it is going to give me is, see, it will create it as a worksheet. Okay, it create it as an activity. So you can just take a printout or give it to the student or anything. So this is again the types of networks only I gave. So the question. So automatically it has given me the content for the particular question and a summary for this. And then it will take all your vocabulary, what are the keywords I have in that particular topic. So all these keywords have been given for me for my particular topic. Okay. And then what it is going to do is automatically it creates a multiple choice question based on my content. Okay. So whatever I need for a particular content and the different types of assessments I need, everything will be created. And you see, it will also create me short answer questions. So what are the possible short answer questions, and if I am going to answer, it is going to give me the suggestions. And you see here, think, pair, share. So read and answer the question independently, compare your answer with your partners, work together to prepare what you will share. Usually we used to give this particular activity, so this is automatically created for particular topic also. And then you have this compare and contrast. Okay, take notes on the two boxes in the, so you need to give all these things, and based on these topics they will be creating the notes on topic A and topic B, and you can compare and contrast to see all these options. Okay, so this is a very what to say, an interesting tool. Okay, so suppose if you want anything to be seen as a separate thing, yes, you have the vocabulary and then questions as a separate tool, and you can use them as needed. Okay, actually my trial has ended actually. Okay, so suppose I want to add, so I need to go for the next one. So if you are interested, you can just go for this. So only if you are going to go for this particular type of assessments. Okay, short answer question, multiple choice, and then think, pair, share questions, yes, you can go for that. Okay. So these are the major AI tools. What I have not explored to the full extent. Only to some extent I have explored, and I have given you the gist of all these tools. And you have one more tool called as AI for anything or AI for everything, I think. Okay, let me just put AI for anything, anything AI. Okay. So when you go for here, so you can just, okay, search whatever the tools you want. Okay, so not only this one, so whatever the tools you want. Okay, so for education or for question paper generation or whatever task you want, you can just say search, and you can get the appropriate AI tool for this. So this it is called as anything AI. Okay, so coming back to our presentation. Okay, so these are the some of the tools I told you, and Canva Magic, right? You can just try on yourself. I think so. We have some more, few more slides to be covered. So when you use your Canva Magic, right, it is similar to your Canva only, but what happens is, again, you just need to give only your title. Automatically, it will create your what to say, your content, and you can insert your images. Images you need not search. You just give ask the AI to create an image for the particular topic. Automatically it create images. Suppose for a particular content you need to create a video also, it will create, but it is very time consuming, so you need that. You need to have patience for that. Okay, so once this is ready, you can publish that as a website. Automatically it will be published as a web content, and you can share the URL with your students for the content. So you can just try the Canva magic, right? Also, okay. And the next important thing is, so every institution will be having a learning management system. So this learning management system, the main purpose of using this LMS is, the number one is content delivery, and then we need to manage the students and the content and the course scheduling. So for administration is the next purpose. And then we need tracking and reporting. We need to track the student performance, and we need to report what is the actual attainment I have. So everything I need to track and report. And then whatever the assessments I'm going to give. So usually we used to go for quizzes and assessments, okay, assignments. So you can give your assignments. And communication. Communication is, we need to share whatever the progress of the students, that has to be shared with the student. So this is the main aim of going for a LMS. But obviously, every institution will be using an LMS for their own purpose. But the basic essential thing is, what are the components we need to have in an LMS? So I'll just show a screenshot. Actually, we used this particular ERP in our previous thing. Now I don't have access, but I have a screenshot of all these things. So what are the essential things we need to cover in an LMS? Okay, so that it will be easy for an teacher, okay, to have all the evidence and proof, and I can track everything in a single place. So I can share my content, I can plan my course delivery, I have a course plan, okay, and I have a proof for that. I have shared my resources, I have conducted quizzes, assignments, I have a forum to discuss the students, and what is my analytics, okay. So, and finally I have my grade book, and then the rest of the things. So you can see here, so this is a part of a LMS, and the first one is your coursework. So coursework means, so suppose I am taking a topic, and how many units I'm going to plan for this, and what are the topics I have planned, and how many sessions I have planned for this. So this is my course planner, okay, this is my planning. So unit 1, unit 2, how many sessions, unit 3, okay, and unit 4, and based on your things. So this should be supported in a particular, okay, LMS. So once I plan this particular course, okay, so once at the beginning of the semester itself, we will be planning. And then is each and every day I will finish my class, and automatically what I do is, okay, I need to take the attendance of the particular class, and whether I have delivered the session as per plan or not. Okay, I have delivered the session as per plan. Yes, I click on this session and move to the next one. So this is a sample coursework. And coming to the next one is, suppose I want to see all my course planner. I need to view the entire. So I have completed my entire syllabus. So now I need to view what are the things on what topic, on which date, on which unit I have taken this, whether I have included any resources or not. Yes. So this is my entire course, that is syllabus covered. So this is my course planner delivered. Actually, previous is the planner, and this is the delivery of my classwork. Okay, so this is an integral part of an LMS. You need to have both your course planner as well as your course delivery. So this course delivery includes your entire, how many sessions you have taken. So everything has to be here. And the next part of your LMS is your resources. Okay, so whatever resources I need to share with my student, either the previous day, as I told you, as in a part of a flipped classroom, I have planned this particular topic on this date. Okay, I can attach a particular video or a content so that the student can okay, learn that particular topic and come to my class, or I can share a video link also. Okay, and once I schedule this particular class and I have uploaded, a notification will be sent to the student that tomorrow this particular class, this topic will be covered. So based on that, the student can view all the content. So these are the resources I have shared, and your LMS should be supporting any type of document. So here I have given it as, say, the PPT or PDF, or you may restrict either to PPT and PDF, not any Word or any editable documents. Okay, so these are the resources we have shared to your students. And the next important part is the LMS part is the assignment. Okay, so when we come to the assignment, the best thing is we have two types of assignment. One is an online assignment or a physical assignment, but we will schedule the assignment here. Okay, we may collect it either through online or in an offline mode. But the important part is whether we are mapping your assignments with your course outcomes. Okay, so that is a very important part. So here in your LMS, if it is going to support for each and every assignment and quiz, what I'm going to create for each question, if it is going to ask me with what course outcome it is going to map for me and what is the taxonomy level I'm going to map, okay, then it will be easy for the CO attainment calculation. Okay, we need not calculate it manually. The system will be automatically calculating the attainment of the students, individual students also. Okay, so this is my assignment one and how many students have attended it and what is the mark they have. So similarly, okay, assignment two, for each assignment I need to map it with a course outcome and a taxonomy level. So I have all these records in a particular LMS. And the next important thing is all obviously your classroom quiz. So this quiz has to be a planned quiz or a timed quiz or anything. So if it is a timed quiz, yes, I can open the quiz at a particular time. After 10 minutes, yes, the quiz automatically ends. And the important thing is, suppose you see here, I have given 20 questions, but all these 20 questions will be mapped with the CO and the taxonomy level. Okay, so why I'm repeatedly saying this? Yes, I have seen LMS, many types of LMS, but we can only simply give the assignments, or I can simply create a quiz there. That's all. But again, coming to the CO attainment part, okay, so there is no mapping of the questions with the CO or the Bloom's taxonomy level. So only if we have a LMS with all these mappings, then it is very, very easy for the faculty to calculate the attainment for us. Okay, so here for each 20 questions, I can map the outcomes as well as my see again in this particular software we can also map the POs and PSOs of a department also, and we can link okay, what is the level we link with each CO with the PO and PSO also. So that is also automated for me. So here I can graduate the quiz. Okay, and then this is the grade book of the students. And sorry, I don't have the screenshot for the discussion forum. So discussion forum is you can interact with your students. Okay, so whatever the questions they ask, or if you want to post any question to them, yes, you can do that. So an LMS must have this particular 4 quadrant model as specified by NAC and other accreditation agencies also. So grade book, again, whatever the test I have given, okay, so everything has to be recorded here. See, this is a complete LMS which gives me, okay, which is the I think how I can just view your outcome based education in a single window, because what is my plan, whether my plan is going as well, okay, what are the resources I have. I have my quizzes and assignment which are mapped to the outcomes, so I can see whether my outcomes are achieved or not, or once if it is not achieved, I will be planning for my next assignment based on the previous one. Okay, and then discussion forum, and then I have the grade book, and you can, if you need to have a question bank also, yes, you can just have a question bank. And this is my student performance. So what is this attendance, and what are the other things? So I have a complete history of my students. So what is my attendance and what is their marks and everything? This is a complete analytics. Okay, so how many students in my class, what is my total scheduled classes, how many classes is completed, okay, how many lessons are planned, how many documents I have shared, how many links I have shared, how many assignments are created. Okay, so how many is online submission, how many is graded, everything. So this is a complete analysis. So whatever the tools I told you, that is 6 different types of categories of technology integration. So all that has to be incorporated in a single system. So that is an effective LMS we need for an educational institution. So suppose if your LMS is not supporting, you just meet with your vendor, or you have a discussion with them. So how to incorporate all these things, essential things into a LMS, so that it helps your faculty to reduce their okay, paperworks. So we do not need to have a more number of paperworks. Instead of that, once I enter the marks, automatically the attainment is calculated for me. Okay, so these are the things I have. And the next one is, the next important part is learning management system we have seen, and the next important thing is calculation of these attainments. Okay, So you have your own model for calculating your COs and POs. As I already told you, if you don't have this COs and POs mapping in your LMS, then we don't have any other choice. We need to calculate it individually in your Excel is the most tool. I have also searched many tools in internet, any tools for calculating the COs and POs, but most probably Excel is the only thing. Currently, we are also maintaining only in Excel. But as I told you, in your LMS, if you're going to incorporate question wise, even if you're conducting your CAT 1, CAT 2 test and you're mapping each and every question with your COs and uh, COs, and you are entering the marks of the students, and you have already given your achievement level. So what is your achievement level, whether it is your target or what is your target level, okay, what is the percentage, everything, then automatically it should generate a report for me, student wise report. So what is the CO1 outcome, what is the CO2 outcome, what is the CO3, where I am lagging, where I need to concentrate, where I need to change the learning pedagogy or everything. So it helps me to go further. So if it is not available ready-made in an LMS, then it is very difficult for the faculty, because only at the end of the semester we can calculate all these attainments, and then only we can identify where there is a gap and where we have not achieved the COs or POs, and then we need to redefine everything. So better it is to have in your LMS itself. Okay. And next, coming to the challenges and technology integration. So what is the challenges we might face? Again, digital equity, whether everybody has the right to access everything, so that is one problem. Okay, ensuring technology truly enhances learning, not distracts from it. So nowadays we already know students are very much distracted from the digital technologies, so we need to ensure whether the technology what I am going to integrate will helpful for learning, or it is going to again distract from the students. Okay, and we need to maintain the focus on outcomes, not that just the technology. Okay, so our main focus is to achieve the outcomes, not to bring in any new technology once it comes in the market. And again, once we go for the technology, we have the privacy and data security concerns. And then teacher professional development needs, yes, your teachers need to be trained in all these technology tools. Okay, so before asking them to go for that, so you need to give proper training for the student, for the faculty first, and then you need to train the students. And then balancing technology use with other learning methods. So only we cannot depend on technology, so we need to have a equal balance. So these are the challenges we have, and what is the solution we can provide is, so I told you about equitable technology access. So we need some strategies to ensure all students benefit. Okay, so none of the students is left, all the students must be benefited. So 1:1. Okay, so nowadays all students are having the smart mobile phone, so I think that is not a problem for that. And again, internet connectivity, and then community partnerships for internet access, offline capability for if you have a digital lab or a computer lab, yes, that is a good resource for accessing these technologies. Flexible assignment formats with tech and non-tech options, school computer lab hours beyond school day, so you can change it to your institution. Okay, so apart from the computer lab hours, okay, your lab should be open for the students to access these particular technologies. And coming to the teacher professional development, so we need to support educators in technology integration. So you need to coach the particular technology to the teaching community, professional learning communities, and we need to plan for micro credential programs for digital skills, and then pure observation and collaboration, and just-in-time training resources, and then technology integration frameworks. As I already told you, I told you about the summer. So apart from that, we have one more framework called as TPAC. So whatever is applicable to us, we can go for that particular integration framework. And final thing is how we are going to implement. So, okay, I have given you a list of tools, everything. But immediately the next day we cannot go and buy a particular tool, and we can ask the faculty to use it, everything. Okay, so we need to go step by step. So what is the practical steps for integrating technologies? We need to clearly define the learning outcomes first, then select the appropriate technology. So what is my outcome? Okay, and what is the technology I need? Now start with small 1 to 2 new tools. Don't go for extensive tools. Okay, just to try 1 to new tools that directly support the specific outcomes. And we need to provide adequate training and support for both teachers and then students. Now gather the feedback and assess the impact on learning outcomes. So once you are using the technology, you gather the feedback for that. Okay, so based on the feedback, iterate. Okay, so again, repeat it and improve based on what works. And finally, you share the success and challenges with your colleagues. So this is how you can implement a particular technology or implement a particular tool in your education process in an institution over a period of time, not in a single day or a single week of time. It should be a step by step process, and it should be continuous also. Okay, so I think I have come to the end of my presentation. So these are the further resources for learning. So if you are interested in going for other technology, okay, and the standards or frameworks, you are interested, yes, I have given you some of the various resources here. Okay, so you can just go and you can just study the framework which is applicable to your institution. Yes, you can take it with you. So thank you. And if you have any questions, yes, you're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your
Yeah.
wonderful presentation. Participants, kindly post your questions in the chat box. Chat box is enabled now. Kindly post your questions. Thank you all. But kindly post any questions if you have. Ma'am, are you able to see the messages, ma'am?
Yeah, I am. I'm able to see. Yes, you have a lot of AI tools, but the important thing is you need to explore a lot. Okay, so which is suitable to you as well as to your students, whether all your students are given the opportunity to access these tools, and what is your specific outcome, and whether that particular tool can achieve your outcome. Okay, so that is the main thing you need to concentrate. And most probably, if you have all your things in your LMS itself, then it is a one-stop solution for us. Okay, we may not
Ma'am,
go for the other things. Yes,
ma'am, any
how to
automatic
improve the
tools to calculate attainment, ma'am?
yeah, I am also searching for that. But no, because the one problem when we go for this automatic calculation is, see, we have the data in a different system. So again, once again, if I go for a particular tool, okay, I need to feed all these data. And once again, I need to define all my categories, isn't it? See, for example, in my institution, I have both internal as well as external. For internal, I have different components, okay, and each component carry different marks, and whatever my course outcomes, I need to define all the course outcomes in the system, and what is the percentage of attainment I am expecting for each outcome. Yes, I need to specify for that. So again, it is a tedious task for us if you go for any AI tool, okay, for calculating your attainment. So instead of that, what I suggest is, if you have, every college will be having an LMS, okay, so please sit with your vendor, okay, so that you can incorporate your LMS with your course outcomes itself, so that automatic calculation is available in your LMS. So that is a one perfect solution where we can go for the okay, easy way of calculating your attainment. See, as I told you in the LMS, if you're giving an assignment for that particular question, what is the course outcome? I need to map it. What is the Bloom taxonomy level? I need to map it. So already I have the student list, everything in my LMS itself. So I know their marks also in available in LMS. So whether they have obtained the attainment or not, it is just the job of the LMS to calculate that and give me. Okay, so no such specific tool, because I have also searched a lot of tools for that. Because in IQSC, when we gave this particular job to all the faculty, yes, we find it very difficult to calculate. But currently we are having only in Excel, but we are planning to incorporate in our LMS itself.
Ma'am, have you learned many tools? Can we get the
Yeah,
presentation?
sure, sure. I'll share the PowerPoint with you, so you can share it with everyone. And my humble suggestion is don't use a personal mail ID or your college mail ID for this, because you will get a lot of spam messages and everything. You create some 2 to 3 dummy mail IDs, because everything, I don't know the cost also. Okay, immediately you cannot ask your college to buy and give it to you also, because you need to explore a lot. And as I told you, you need to go through the frameworks, whether it is suitable for your institution and how much the faculty will be using, how much the students will gain from this, and then only you can go for this. So, time being, what you can do is you can just create some 2 to 3 dummy Google IDs, and you can access it with them.
Thank you, ma'am. Uh,
Yeah,
it's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks at the conclusion of day 3 of Faculty Development Program Outcome-Based Education. My sincere thanks to Kavita ma'am for delivering such an informative and thoughtful, provoking sessions. Your explanation on the principles, framework, and the strategies and AI tools has given us a clear understanding of how outcomes can drive the curriculum design and assessment practice, ma'am. We are also grateful to our management for their vision and continued motivation in organizing academic development programs like this, which helps us strengthen our teaching learning ecosystem. A special words of thanks to all the faculty participants for your active engagement, thoughtful discussion. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Unada.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all the participants. Yeah. Wish you all a
Thank you.
good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.